I'm trying to be able to do all three of the last counters all at the same time. I have enough of the cement forms made to do 2 of them. I need one more sharp corner. I've gone back to trying to make one out of foam again because the cement takes a couple days to cure and all that stuff. And I think I have some better ways of doing it. I scraped it out with just a piece of pipe to get the rough fitting, rough shape. And now I'm sanding it with about a 80 grit sandpaper, and I have a little handle. It's roughly the right dimension with the sandpaper around it. And I'm just going to keep fooling with it until I get it close enough to do the pour. I changed my mind on that Bondo. I don't believe Bondo will really work. I believe it will eat the foam. I decided to use some quick dry mud. I have some 5-minute joint compound. It's powder form. I'm going to mix it up and use a paintbrush to brush it on the inside, and hopefully that's going to work. Stuff's supposed to dry in just a couple minutes. It's called 5-minute mud. My experience with it either dries in 3 minutes or it dries in half an hour. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to sand fairly easy. This particular counter is about as long as my piece of wood is. There's only about maybe a ½ inch of room left on the side of this for which to put my form. So I'm going to put a piece of 3/4 plywood or a 3/4 pine on the sides, and I'm going to tape them together. That way I'll have something for my styrofoam to sit on top of. When I glue it down, it won't pull off because of the tape. I don't want to accidentally cut the counter, so I got to lift the form up in that one spot. Try not to drop a razor blade on your foot. Luckily I missed. As in most jobs, you always run out of stuff, and it's usually always the last piece. I need one little piece, a 2-foot piece, and actually I experimented earlier trying to melt and bend something on a piece that would have been plenty long enough. Well, I tried to make a corner piece, and you can see how it bowed up and didn't really work. So I'm just going to take some tape and tape the back side of it. I think that's going to probably be good enough. Yeah, that's hot. Paste wax. It's really made for fiberglass molds. It's a mold release in wax form. I'm going to do 2 coats of waxing just to make sure I don't miss anything. The other molds I've made, I only put 1. And the other ones I didn't buff any of it off. So I'm going to see if that might help it give take the blur out of the finish. For some reason it wants to blur sometimes. This is the last of all countertops. This would be countertop mold number 5. Well, 5 for the kitchen and 1 in the laundry room makes 6. So this is actually the 6th mold I've made. The mold release has been on here for about a half hour now. I'm not sure how long. There's no directions on the can, it wore off. But anyway, right now the wax has little ridges in it from how I put it on, the thickness of the wax. So I'm just going to kind of give it a quick buff and more or less knock down any high spots. I don't know how much buffing I should really do.